Response to criticism. Hi, guys. This is Ian McMahon, and this is Path to I Am. I have a juicy video today. I'm actually really excited. I got a comment, so I record these videos a day before I post them, and I got a comment this morning that I read through that was a very, I guess, strong reaction to one of my videos. It was when you let go, things show up, right? Um, this person, and hey, love and power to them. I appreciate them speaking their voice. They spoke about that this stuff is BS, that these different teachers are charlatans. Didn't call me a charlatan per se, but I mean, it's insinuated. Uh, So, and look, I appreciate it. I think it takes a lot of courage to speak your truth. I think that it was coming from a really frustrated place, it seems. But this person shared that they used to study, Abraham Hicks or Neville Goddard, some of these guys, and that it got them into a really bad place. And that when they took responsibility for their actions, that's when their lives turned around. And then that's when they said, "Oh yeah, this is for these people are charlatans, etc." So I can understand. I mean, I totally get why someone would would think that. If you try something, so this is the thing I want to say, folks. If you try something and it doesn't work for you, throw it out. I mean, you can double check, but throw it out. And that's what this person did. Do I think it's do I think that's the way to go about having the conversation? Like, no. I took the comment down because I thought it was, not I wanted to address it here. I think if it was a civil comment, I would have replied to it and made a video so everybody could see the reply, but I chose to take it down just because that's what seemed right. And just make a whole video on it. But so this is what I want to talk about, guys. So when you let go, things show up. It's taught what I'm talking about is, and it's what I talk about in every video. Every video is the same. I'm just saying the same thing in a different way. You can come from, we could argue, two places in life, and this comes back to the bike wheel. You can be coming from the spokes, right, where you're trying to get somewhere and you don't feel you have it, and you're coming from lack, right? So we could call this coming from survival. And then there's another way, which is you're coming from the center of the wheel, knowing that I am unlimited, knowing that I'm fulfillment, and expressing the actions you take are an expression of that. So whatever actions you take are an expression of that fulfillment. And as I talked about in a past video, there's a book, which I haven't read. I've had people tell me about it, but you can get the gist of it. The Happiness Advantage, where they talk about the happier you are, the more successful you are in every area of life. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, obviously this is mysticism, so there's some mystical stuff in here, but when you come from fulfillment, things just start to work out. That's another way I could have titled that video. Instead of when you let go, things show up, it's when you come from fulfillment, things start to work out. So I'm not saying to not take action. What I'm arguing is you're going to want to take a lot of action in a lot of different ways, maybe on things that you didn't expect when you come from fulfillment, because guess what? You're going to be fulfilled. You're going to have a lot of energy. You're going to want to spend that energy, as I've talked about in another video about the side effects of finding fulfillment. I just want to give to people. I want them to be happy. There was this lovely man that delivered some food I ordered yesterday. He's always got this big smile on his face. And I gave him like a 35% tip. I said, wait a second, wait, I got a tip for you. And I went and got cash, and he's like smiling. He may have been Indian or Nepalese. Or Tibetan. There's a large Tibetan population where I live. But just the kindest soul, right? And I wanted to give him money, right? So that's people don't do that when they're coming from lack. I mean, even if they want to give, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel painful. I was like, yeah, hey, here you go, right? Um, and so that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about this passive. That's another word this commenter used was passive BS. This isn't passive per se. I mean, it's you orient yourself from that and then you move through the world from this I am, this knowing that the simple knowing that I exist, the simple knowing that I am means that I am unlimited. When I'm aware of that I am, when I'm aware that I exist, I am unlimited. I am the kingdom, right? Everything I desire is within me. And I get to express that. So I am that person. And I don't care what the conditions are. You're going to be optimized for success coming from that. So I appreciate this commenter. Yet again, if it had been more civil, I would have kept the comment up. But this is my page. I'm Big Papa, right? I'm going to say what stays and what doesn't. If someone's being crude or they're being derogatory, even, yet again, it took him courage, this person courage to say this, but we need to have civil conversation. I am more than open. It's why I'm making this video to people not buying into what I'm talking about, because guess what? I get to respond. I get to provide more clarity, etc. There's a reason why I do coaching sessions. It's to sort this stuff out. I'm not saying that everyone should do one, but to actually apply this stuff, it does often require more more clarification, greater, diving into things in a more nuanced way for the person's specific situation and understanding, right? This is an infinitely faced diamond in Tibetan Buddhism. They talk about that. Reality is a diamond with infinite faces. There's an infinite number of ways to look at our lives, right? So that's why it's important that I do what I do. But this stuff doesn't involve isolating yourself. It doesn't involve becoming passive in your life. When you're fulfilled, you're active, but it's in a different way. You're not afraid of dying all the time. You're coming from fulfillment, even if there's some external conditions. Maybe you're broke. Maybe your girlfriend dumped you. Maybe you got a divorce. Maybe your kids don't like you. There might be external conditions that are not ideal. But when you get to return to your I am, the center of the wheel, and you get to start living from that place and taking action and being fulfilled and having all this energy and starting projects you never had the guts to do before because you were living from survival, right? That's the key thing I see with people. When you get fulfilled, you start going after it. You start living the dream. You start living the dream. You start being the main character, as they talk about in today's memes, right? So yeah, guys, so I hope that makes sense. This is my response to criticism. So I hope this is a good example of that. I wanted to tackle it head on. Yeah, my response to criticism. So this is Ian McMinn. This is Path to I Am. I have all the links to my stuff. You can see that I'm a real person. By the way, you can go to my website. You can see I've worked with people. They've gotten results. I'm not being a charlatan here. I care about people. You can email me, right? And say hello. I want to connect with the people that want to connect. But what I request is we keep an open mind. We be civil. You can be a skeptic, but let's be kind to each other, right? And that's what's going to warrant a direct response from me. Obviously, this video is an indirect one. But anyway, guys, I'm Ian McMinn and Path to I Am, as I said, and I hope you guys have a good day. I know this was a juicy one. Thanks.